And because of Google, her grave was really easy to find. That, and there's a plastic bag with something in it that somebody left.
Yeah, about 5 minutes and we gotta go.
But she's right here.
5.
What does it say in the bag?
Oh, I got a phone call.
That's rather interesting. I
That's
remember things like this back when I was
amazing.
in high school. Like, people...
Good morning, YouTube. Just wanted to say good morning. All right, so going back to YouTube and trying to focus here before the day starts of this day. Okay, I'm just kind of doing like a check of YouTube. I do this every once in a while. So I was watching some Grim Life Collective, and their stuff is pretty dynamite. Something to do with Lily Edith Gray and her crazy husband. You ever read A Pilgrim's Progress? They're the couple that's despair, you know, that's going to rip you apart and put you in a dungeon. That's Grim Life to me. Never seen this guy. He's Chunky Monkey, 40. Dukes of Hazzard. There's Scott on Tape. He's kind of a stand-up comedian, likes Nirvana and Eminem. There's a good combination. It's like eating ice cream and stroganoff. This right here is Days, Jordan the Lion. He was kind of the first one that I really found. He does a lot of WrestleMania. He knew Shelley Winters, so he's doing film. I don't know how many contracts these guys get with Hollywood, like film offers. This is actually Chris the Girl. And I found her when she had 200 subscribers. And she's doing pretty good. Tampa J and her are a couple. And Tampa does a little bit better. He's been, he's got hung around with Adam the Woo. Yeah, this guy knew Jordan the Lion. He's from Escaping the Mouse, right there. A lot of the ones I take from Escaping the Mouse, Jordan the Lion, and then Adam. So there's an old photo of Adam that was on here. It was floating around. I'll see if I can find it again under home. But it was there just a few seconds ago. And he was at a soda. There he is right now. The amount of weight that he's lost. If you see the one where he's under a tree, there he is. That's actually him 2 years ago. It's like, it doesn't even look like him. It's his channel and everything. But that's him 2 years ago. And then this is him now, right now. So he's lost probably almost like half that weight or so. He's losing it pretty quick. This is actually from, I'm not talking about Nicholson, but this is actually from a stand-up thing called Unnatural Act. Remember, I worked shoulder to shoulder with Jim Carrey, but this is the funniest stand-up comedy that I've ever seen other than Robin Williams. It's called Unnatural Act. That photo is from it right there. But it is incredibly funny. And the guy, Jim Carrey, has a little, it's like an hour and a half of stand-up or something of that nature. I'm just going through stuff. More Days right here. Just kind of looking through things right here. Diz Avenue. A lot of Disney stuff because of Adam. It's amazing you can actually walk out on the road, or you can walk out in the mall or walk around and you can see Adam's influence in the world today. It's pretty crazy. That's how popular this guy is. So he's like mega star. They you know, our generation ahead of us, the Spielbergs and all those guys, they pretend like it doesn't exist, but it's a big deal. Another Grim Life right here. Meaning they don't get a lot of recognition through Hollywood. You don't see a lot of billboards that are advertising vloggers or YouTube bloggers, but they're more popular than they are. Look at this. 1.6 million views. Tell me that stand-up comedian is not popular and probably depends on YouTube to make a living. All of this stuff right here. Then you've got these guys. They're coming out of Disney. There's more Tampa J right here. This guy's in Waco, supposedly. I don't know if he's shooting in Hollywood and just driving out for some of the vlog stuff, but he goes back to California, but he is a pretty big deal. He's getting about 510 views. His show is extremely funny. This guy's about as funny as Jim Carrey, for sure. He is extremely funny. If it's an act, then he's a complete genius. But I can't tell if he's acting or not. It's amazing. It's the greatest show ever. But I don't know if people know about it. He's got a few thousand subscribers. I don't really know. Occasionally you'll see, you know, a Hollywood star pop up on someone's vlog. This is also a really good one too if you're getting started. It's inside my personal office. Daily Woo. This is a really good one to watch if you're getting started in vlogging. It was 2 years ago. And like I said about Jim Carrey, this guy right here, probably one of the funniest comedians, Robin Williams. Jim Carrey's about on his level in a natural act. If you ever watched that stand-up comedy routine, or whatever you want to call it. So we're about to slate, but they're doing like, they went to Maine and did this whole pet cemetery filming location. It was also in 4K. I mean, it was very, very good. Because I used to live in Maine. But these guys are great. Grim Life is probably going to get a lot of attention right now because of Halloween. And here it is right here. Check this out. I saw it last night. I was laughing so hard my stomach hurt. It's actually better to watch this and do sit-ups. Because by the time your stomach's going to hurt completely. Or maybe Linda was putting stuff in my food. I don't know. One of the two. But this stuff right here is very funny. What he does with his body, amazing. No comedian can match this. It's 46 minutes of pure bliss right here. 32 seconds, 46 and 32 seconds. Whole thing. It even has like intercuts, or cutaways. Sorry, cutaways. They have cutaways where he's like on the street, like jumping around a, what are those things called when the meter? You know, the meter whenever you put money in a meter for a car. He interacts with objects and stuff. He would have been a great vlogger on YouTube back in the day, but they didn't have it, so he had to use stand-up. Man, I'm telling you, check this out right here. Very, very funny. He talks about all kinds of issues, the church, normal day stuff, craziness, some kind of weird Native American in Canada. Just check it out. All right. Welcome to the Please Subscribe Show. I'm Cole Spivey.
I'm Linda Spivey.
And we're off for an adventure. Big smiles. We're off for a venture. We say venture for copyright reasons. Not adventure, venture. And that's amazing. We have 108 days left in 2022. So that's what's special about September. What's the date today?
14.
The 14th, September 14th. It's 108 days
I
left.
know 2 people that have birthdays today.
Yes.
Happy birthday, y'all.
Happy birthday. And 108 days left of this year. Or 108 days remaining.
Of the year.
I can hear the people correcting me in my head. It's that amazing. It's that powerful. YouTube is that powerful. You can hear them talking to you. I'm joking. I'm just joking. Spectrum is a good company. Spectrum is a very good company, and so is Frontier. But Frontier is way more expensive. Spectrum's cheaper. So basically, we know the government's not the beast, right, sweetie? Right?
Yes, yes.
We know. Have you ever seen Puss in Boots? All right. God bless Queen Elizabeth. I was going to say Queen Mary, because I'm actually related to royalty. I feel like I lost a family member. She kind of looked like my grandma a little bit in a distant kind of cousin way. Regardless, I want to talk about how Hollywood may be losing a little bit of power because of YouTube, like a slice of the pie power. When you look at it in the long run, MGM, Paramount is how they say it, Paramount. Or sometimes they say Paramount, but it's Paramount. Netflix, you got Disney, Apple Television, all of that stuff. Okay. If you got a lot of people out there that are interested in making their own movie without going to the studio and going, hey, hello, can I have some money? Hello, I'd like to, hello. Oh, you open the door, hello, hi. I'd like to make I'm Cole Spivey. Have you ever seen Ed Wood? Hi, hello, I'd like to make a movie, hi. Because that doesn't happen, and they're just like, they shut the door. Well, you go to YouTube and you do it yourself. A lot of people are going to be doing that, and they're going to find out that YouTube has their own entertainment venue where other people just like you are uploading stuff, and it's kind of entertaining. And in some cases, it's very helpful. They have a different writing style. It's a new medium. And that hurts because, and I use Spielberg as an example sometimes that format doesn't work anymore nowadays. And I'm going to mention The Fableman, or The Fablemans. I don't know. I'm thinking it's The Fablemans. It's someone's last name, maybe. It's supposed to be maybe based on Spielberg's life, because I don't think the character's name's Spielberg in The Fableman, or Fablemans. But it's like a biopic. Oh, that was a cool car right over there. See it? It was a biopic of, it's like a fictional, that's real popular right now. Fictional biopic. It's not like purely his life, but it's based kind of maybe on his life a little bit. Same thing with P.T. Anderson did the same thing with Licorice Pizza. So why I'm talking about all that is because that's all done with a special format. You use a special camera, special writers that know the special language, so everything comes out very special. And it's just great. You know, it makes your stomach feel all, woo, man, that movie was great, you know. I feel better. And not everybody's getting that now, because now we've got vlogs. We've got people that you can really see their life, right? Like, you know that I'm a writer, I'm also a playwright, or I want to be. I also am a YouTuber, and that's a fact. And I'm also kind of a Jim Carrey fan. I like Hollywood. All kinds of stuff, right? Sorry, hairball. I'm also a cat fan. I like cats, feline cats, all kinds of stuff. So now we know that we can go out and we can share our lives. And that's interesting. It's interesting to see someone sitting there driving 61 mile or 62. How fast am I going right there? Probably about 63 miles per hour. And talking about their life on a highway somewhere in the world. In this case, right by Rosedale in Fort Worth. But don't go looking for me. Now here's the thing. Get something in my teeth. It's a little technical. This is a YouTube technical break. Okay. So we have our own style in doing things, and we're saying, well, look, Jaws, E.T., Saving Private Ryan, and The Fablemans. That's your style. That's what you were taught to do. Fine, you ran into Marlon Brando when he was naked, editing a documentary about Tahiti on the set in Hollywood, or in the studio. Okay, really happened. And yeah, so you know a little bit about cinema. You've been running around the studios, you know, filming things or whatever for a long time. Okay. Well, that's your personal, you know, format on things, okay? And a lot of people make fun of you, okay? But that's okay. E.T. was E.T. Saving Private Ryan. Jaws is actually pretty good. But what I'm trying to say is that now you have a new medium where people are taking up your time. Because it takes time to watch an hour vlog or 2 hours of Grim Life Collective up all night. It takes time. So when the public devotes their time to YouTube, or they devote their time to another type of medium, then that becomes the medium. Because the public, the people are the ones that invent the format on how to watch something. Oh my God, there goes a funeral. It's a funeral with a bunch of bikers. That is what I'm trying to say. Is that, look, there's the post office right there. It's the United States Post Office of Fort Worth. It started in 1931. It was, that one went into business in 1933. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that the people are the ones that decide what they want to watch, not you. So get with the time. It says free food and fun here. Also, I was thinking about maybe going back that way, over there. There's a haunted house they've used for many years. I wonder if they're still using it, because they probably got some old stuff there that might be cool, but not today. So what's also cool about YouTube, and what I think is cool, is that if you miss something, it's okay, just talk about it. You know, like the post office, for example, I drove by, that's almost 100 years old. It's 90 years old. It's cool to look at every day, because it sticks out. That would actually be good in a future Ghostbuster movie maybe or something. But what I'm trying to say is that if you miss something, you can always talk about it. And it's just as good. That's why I love playwriting and theater and stuff, because mostly you're talking about things because you can't shift the stage around like you can with a movie, or you can't shift the set around too much without maybe killing people. So it's safer just to say, okay, we're just going to leave the set like this. Another hairball. Sorry, I'm getting over a strange summer flu. And so you basically can change the set in a well, now I'm switching over. I'm talking about film and media, or maybe YouTube or video, digital video. And that, you can just change the set immediately in just a matter of seconds. Because wherever you go, the set changes and it's constantly a different thing. Anyway, I could say that the format goes all the way back to theater, and maybe it does. But a long time ago, in the Greek days, there were probably a lot of people that were vloggers, but they were called something else. And they were like orators that spoke about things and got people's attention for certain reasons. And then every once in a while, maybe they jumped up on stage and then they became thespians. I talk about this stuff quite a bit. So I talk about a lot of things, and I've studied like intensive mime. I would suggest this: if you're going to be a good talker, study mime. That would be an interesting thing, I think. I'm going to film this thing right up here. I don't even know what that is. I just thought it was interesting. All right, we're headed onward. Now, here's the thing about Californians who become big directors in Hollywood. All you have to do, if you're in California and you live somewhere close to Los Angeles or Hollywood, is just be on the lot every day. It doesn't matter. Just be on the lot every day. Just show up at the lot, ask, what can I do to help? Just do something, and eventually you'll work your way to the top. Because your mind will manifest what you want. So if you want something, it'll physicalize, right? It'll become physical. It'll happen. If you want to be a Hollywood movie director, just be on the lot. Let your time and money revolve around their little community of Hollywood. And just to put it this way, if you're in Los Angeles and you live there and you're near Hollywood, that's where you need to be. Be on the lot. Find a job serving coffee. Be a PA, a production assistant. They make like 6 figures a year anyway. And then change it up. Go into lighting. Go into sweeping up the studios, whatever it may be. Cleaning the glass. Just find something on lot and just keep working your way up. Try different things over and over again. Eventually you'll make it. Now, when I went there, I was mostly just all background. I just did background stuff. But I would have tried to stay on the lot as much as possible. Now, you see a lot of vloggers that are vlogging the lot. That's exactly right. So that will help too. And the more you can do that, the more you're going to eventually fall into the hands of someone important that cares about you. They're probably not going to be someone all the way at the top, but you never know who has the power to get you the funding. So the next thing you know, you're working for Paramount, you're working for Netflix, you're working for Disney, you're working for Apple Television, or even YouTube in a more important way, I guess, because YouTube has, I don't know, I'd rather say Google, right? Because Google is going to get into the producing and making films, as well as Apple too. They're going to be Google Films and stuff like that. It'll happen. Google will make their own movies in their own studio. It'll be a bigger thing. Pretty much they're just sticking with YouTube, but they'll eventually get into part of the game. So just stay on the lot any way that you can. Be there, sweeping up, asking questions, bringing people coffee, drinking coffee yourself, communicating with anyone, because even that tour guide could be on his way to making the next big movie. Because remember, David Fincher, the guy that made all the great movies like Social Network and all the crazy ones like Zodiac and all that stuff. He's a good director though anyway. He started off doing that kind of stuff. They all did in some way or another. So try to stay on the lot as much as possible so that you can run into that next person that's actually going to give you advice and get you to the next step. You can find it online. So you can do it virtually. This is also a remote work job. It's also remote. So you can find it when you're out there in the world. You don't have to go to Hollywood. It's not required. There's other ways.